almost killed me.
No,
Damn.
you almost killed me.
Sheesh. Anyways, with your damn brick body.
I'm Xander.
JoJo.
And we are
Extreme
Misfits.
Anyways.
So we came here to, I know we're late. We're super late.
It's what?
We're a whole year late.
Actually, what time is it? Hold on.
3 hours later.
I know we're late with this content, but we're going to talk about our experience and her first time going to Halloween Horror Nights.
32!
Last year. Let's talk about that. How was your experience at Halloween Horror Nights last year for the first time?
One. Okay, I don't recommend this, but I do recommend Crocs. But if you are bringing Crocs to Halloween Horror Nights, make sure you break them in, regardless of what it is. Break them in, please, because they are bricks. If you use it freshly from the box, I kid you not, I do not recommend. Do not get the Crocs freshly out the box in the theme park. I'm telling you, hey, to each is their own. But my recommendation, on my experience, you gotta break them Crocs in before you go in the park. Then they will be squishy fun. And make sure you put very fluffy, squishy socks, and you'll be good.
Yeah, this is coming from a person that told me to save my Crocs and have them fresh and ready for Halloween Horror Nights last year.
Okay, pause.
So, no.
But okay, no.
Yeah, because
with the thought of it, I mean, you trying to look fresh to death because it's like this is my first time. I want to make sure I look good. But the thing is,
guess who was breaking them out? Their feet was hurting the whole night.
No, pause. This dude wanted to wear it beforehand. Yes, I did say to do it in, but that's before I knew everything. And this is my first time actually getting Crocs. Technically my second pair, but my first pair was the one with the first.
And first time realizing how long she's gonna be walking for this whole event.
Yes. The last time I went to Universal Studios was for Grad Bash. That was the last time. And I had shoes that was not comfortable, which was Converse, and that was bad for me. So breaking the Crocs or whatever shoes they should bring again. But anyways, it was actually a great experience. It was. We went with me, you, and Leonard.
Yeah.
Which is his best friend. It was actually a fun time with just three of us. We went there. I would say we went to the event super early until they actually opened 4? The doors. Right. It was 4 o'clock because we had to make sure we get parking. Yeah, that's
very important. You got to get there early just to get parking. You have to get there if you want to see the ceremonies and actually be up front. Mm-hmm. You have to be there an hour early at least probably 2 hours.
Probably even 3 because there are people that was camping out.
Yeah, just
so that they can see the entrance of from when they open the doors at 6 p.m. Am I right? 6 p.m.
Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, it was actually a pretty cool experience, But just going around, how they have the, what do you call it? I'm not too familiar with the name of that place. It's right before Halloween Horror Night. City Walk. Yeah, of course, you're you're just chilling at City Walk, going to Cinnabon, which I do heard that they're closed.
Yeah. Damn. They remodeling it to, I don't know what it is now, but they're remodeling to something. But we're going to check it out when we go to Halloween Horror Nights this year.
Yes.
We'll tell you more about that later. I want to talk more about my experience since I've been going to Halloween Horror Nights almost every year. I'm trying to put her on game, so that's why we're keep on repeating, going every year, trying to make it a mission to go every year.
Basically, it's honestly that's a must. It is a must to go every year.
But my experience with Halloween Horror Nights, I feel like last year they really improved and they stepped up the game. I would say since Jack the Clown came back for I think HHN 30, it was a cool experience just to being there, and I love the fog, all the the butterbeer, everything. It's that whole atmosphere of HHN is so unique and it's unmatched. Mm-hmm. Honestly, I really enjoy my experience there every year, and I feel like this year is more creative houses. I would say, and put it away, these the artist has free will to do whatever they want in these houses to scare us, so we're guaranteed to get a scare this year. Mm-hmm. So compared to the IP houses, they always never trying to scare you. They're trying to put you into the scene of let's say Stranger Things.
Mhm.
You know, they're trying to put you in those scenes and make
Which they
you
did a very
live the
good
TV
job.
shows and stuff like that.
Yeah, they did a very good job with the Stranger Thing house. I
Yeah.
would say that's one of my favorite houses for sure. That's one, especially I would say detail wise because the Vecna, if I'm not mistaken, the person that actually did create the suit for Vecna in the actual show did create the suits in Universal Studios.
And
And
like real.
when I was actually seeing it, I was like, dude, it actually literally looks at the show like details to details, the lines, the crevices are like it was like, whoa, like it's Vecna's in front of my face. It's freaking crazy. But honestly, they did a really good job. And I love the part where they had, you know how when the scene with Eddie and choose, what's that dude name? It was the guitar scene. Eddie and the one with the curly hair.
I forgot his name.
I'm so horrible with names, but all I know is it was the scene with Eddie, and he told him to go up. Yeah. Of course, because the upstairs was actually the mirror of the actual war that they're supposed to be in, you know, and the upside down is yeah. So they actually did put the scene for it, and it was like am I actually really in the show? Like they actually did a really good job for it.
Honestly, the detail of every house of every IP house was on point, and it put you right in the middle of every scene. Honestly. But to think about it, it's been a lot of things, especially not only houses, but food. Food-wise, their food is the bomb. But that year, I didn't get to try Doctor's Oddfellow hot dog. I know there's been like mixed emotions about. Whoa,
I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm sorry. I just locked it out. I'm sorry. I did something from my lip.
Chappy lips.
I'm sorry. Hey, listen. You want them peeled or you want them juicy?
Yeah, I'm just gonna zoom into her lips the whole time we're talking.
Okay.
Honestly.
Cool. Was it like a cute montage?
Yeah. Right. Just some lips.
Okay, cool.
Call it a SMR.
Oh, okay.
Lips.
Oh, lips? Okay, hold on. Is this? Hold on. Okay, no. Pause. He's not. What's your chap lip?
3 hours later.
Okay.
What?
You done?
Yeah, I'm
with
good.
your chappy
You need
lips?
some?
No, I'm good.
Chappy. You sure?
I got saliva.
You sure? What?
I'm good.
Saliva making more. Anyways.
But the HHN food that year was honestly the bomb. Our favorite was the walking tacos.
Okay, walking tacos. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I don't have problems with anything dealing with allergies or everything like that. But the vegan walking tacos, I don't know what you guys put into that one, but for some reason that actually tastes better than the regular walking tacos. To a person that eats cheese and meat and all that, the vegan one was so much better than the other. Don't get me wrong, both of them were good, but for some reason the vegan just had a different taste, and I just kept going back to that one. I was like, what? I did not expect that. I was like, okay, I like that.
I would say it's kind of surprising coming from her because she loves cheese. Like she loves cheese on everything. But that ended up being our favorite HHN food that we like to eat.
Honestly, one I would say that kind of disappointed me was the pizza skulls. Skull pizza skulls, whichever order that it's supposed to be in.
But didn't you try the pizza fries, right?
Right, we did. But the pizza skulls it had a bland taste. I didn't like it so much. To each is their own. Probably I had a bad batch on that one, but I was kind of disappointed. If they do have it for, next year, which is in a few days. But if they have it for next year, I'll definitely try it again to give it a go. But other than that, I really didn't enjoy it. But the pizza fries was actually pretty nice. I love those.
And the one thing I really appreciated about the pizza fries that year, I've never heard that they had pizza fries, vegan pizza fries. And I can't really eat cheese. I'm lactose intolerant. So that really is a secret. But that really helped me out. So, having pizza fries that year, it was amazing. Is there any other food that you tried at HHN that you like for your first time?
To be honest, I'm a picky eater. So when it just came, I literally just ate walking tacos, pizza fries, and Skull pizza.
I'll
That's
usually
all it
have a
was.
turkey leg every like HHN, but that year I didn't have it. Yeah, I didn't have a turkey leg that year.
Why? Okay, why? Okay, why is turkey leg so fat? Why is the turkey leg so fat? It looks disgusting, but you guys eat it.
It's called protein.
See, it's the no. It's like the fat. Like what like I wouldn't say shocked me, but what petrified me when I was younger was watching Sam off of iCarly eat the turkey
Because
leg.
it was good.
I hate, bro. That thing looks so crazy, and thinking that I thought it was fake. I would actually see those at like carnivals or like festivals that we
Yeah.
would go to, and I'm like,
The bestseller.
bro, ew,
The
that thing is
bestseller.
disgusting, and it's the smell. I'm sorry, I'm a picky eater. To each is their own. Hopefully, you guys are fully cooking it, medium rare, bloody, half alive. I don't know how you like it. Enjoy it, please, but don't bring it to me. That's no, not me.
But besides HHN food,
Yeah,
we also have houses. Which one was your favorite house?
don't put me on the spot. I don't know. Oh well.
Because I know you was looking at Stranger Things and you love Stranger Things.
Yeah, when it comes to details, I love Stranger Things, but I would say one of my favorites was The Exorcist was good, but I like The Blood Moon. The Blood Moon was really good.
The Blood Moon freaked me out.
And just to confirm, The Blood Moon was the one when the guy would have the string on the back, like it was kind of like a Paris theme. Was it that one?
No, that's the monsters. Universal Monsters
There you go.
Unmasked.
Yeah, that's the one. I'm mixing those two up. The Universal Monsters, the one where he had the string attached to his back, and literally he would jolt at you, and you think he's gonna fall, but he actually has a cord that's holding him. The amount of core strength that they would have to do that for what? How many hours?
Yeah.
I'm not too sure on if they changed the actor for a certain amount of hours, which they should.
They most
but
likely
if they
do.
don't, bro, kudos to them.
Yeah.
That's honestly one of my favorite houses. It's just the details of that house was like, it felt like I was honestly in Paris. If I'm not mistaken, that was actually what the theme was for that one. Because it was like the catacombs, like in a way I would say catacombs, but the brick walls that they had of it, it was actually pretty nice to look at. That was definitely my favorite one.
Yeah, it really put you in the scene of Paris.
Yes. And then they had this I would say the police officer like whistling and telling us to go, right? And then I would say it was like the next scene after, then they showed you that the police officer was dead. And I was like,
yeah.
oh, is he dead? I heard him whistling. I'm just kidding, but no, he's dead. I was like, yeah, they got him. But yeah, that was my favorite house, and it was monsters, right?
Yeah, it's Universal Monsters Unmasked.
That was my favorite. I'm bad with names. Don't come for me, please. But Blood Moon was good too.
So now we're gonna rate these houses. So what would you rate Universal's Monsters Unmasked?
I would say 9.5.
9.5?
9.5.
I would say 8.
Okay. It's solid still.
Yeah, it's 8 out of 10.
I ain't gonna jump at you. It's solid. It's fine.
I got my reasons.
Alright. Mm-hmm.
Now, Dueling Dragons, Choose Your Fate. What would you rate that?
Dueling Dragons. That was actually the first house we went to.
Yeah.
That one, I would say, it was a 5.
5.
It was a 5. It just reminded me like, Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones. Like I'm not really into dragons like that, but it was cool. It was a cool. I like how the design was, and then of course it was either the blue side or the red side. I'm bad with things, but don't quote me on it. Don't quote me on it. I don't know what I'm just saying right now, but it was good. It was a 5. I'll just say that.
Yeah, I give it the same thing, 5. 5 out of 10. The set was beautiful. I would say the set was so it was so good to look at. I love the whole fact of choosing your fate, choosing against fire and ice. I love it. How they made like certain references to like actual Dungeon and Dragons. So,
Yeah.
so there's a couple of things I picked up on that, but yeah. We have Chucky Unlimited Kill Count.
Yeah. Okay.
I know you was really excited for this house because I know Chucky's your favorite.
He's one of my favorite.
Yeah,
even though the person that I was scared with, I was scared of when I was younger. But anyways, Chucky, because we went to Orlando Universal Studios, Halloween Horror Nights, and the kill count in our area, I would rate it 4, honestly, because I was able to sneak a peek at California's, and I was actually jealous of the big Chucky that they had, and we had a lot of mechanical failures, but it was great though. It was still cute, visually appealing, and honestly, I was laughing the whole way because Chucky is everywhere in my ears. So I mean, what's there to hate? But at the same time, it's like seeing California's and then seeing ours. I was like, oh, I just want the big Chucky. I do envy you, Californians. I do envy you for that one. But yeah, I'll give it a 4.5. I'll say 4.5 instead of a 4.
Nah, I give it a straight 4 out of 10. Because if you think about California, California actually had sets. You know, we didn't really have sets like that took you into like the Chucky, you know, killing people and stuff like that. It was just people dressed up as Chucky without the mask, playing as Chucky.
Orlando.
And then, as you said, the mechanics didn't work sometimes.
Yeah.
So it was just like you just saw Chucky not moving. It was nothing to get scared at. We didn't even have a big Chucky. We just had a dressed up person that was the same size as us. That's Chucky.
Yeah. It was cool.
Hey, yeah.
I mean, I'm just there for the jokes and fun.
I would say it was a cool experience. It was cool messing with the dude in between the house, like in between like it was at that middle part when he tells you like, oh, don't go in there, you gotta get out, blah blah. He was like, what if I want to go in there? He was like, but why?
What?
Remember?
No, I had a moment, but yeah, I remember that one. So, I was literally over it. Leonard was just like dying of laughter.
So the interaction in the middle of that house with the actors, that was great. It got me popping. But yeah, I give it a 4 out of 10, honestly.
4.5. Let's check.
So now we have Exorcist, the Believer.
All right, one thing I'm gonna say this right now, okay? If y'all didn't know, well now you know. I am part Haitian and Bahamian, okay? And I'm happy that the Believer has, the Haitian heritage in that movie. But the thing that pissed me off is just that every time, when it deals with Haiti, it's always voodoo or whatever. That's the main thing that they're thinking for. But of course, I'm still happy that they're still putting on, that culture. That house was honestly, it was telling me a preview because that was basically a preview before it actually came out.
Yeah.
And it was actually very detailed. I knew exactly what was going to happen before the movie even came out. So I was like, honestly, that was a pretty detailed movie. I like, not a movie, it was a pretty detailed house. My favorite part was when they actually had the two girls back to back with each other.
Oh yeah.
That thing was like, am I supposed to be in this room at the same time? Because I'm not trying to be possessed. Shit, that's all I gotta say. But anyways, that's the point. Yeah, but that part was actually my favorite. Even in the beginning, the little trinkets of the part where, in the movie where she was walking through, it was like a flea market, and they actually did place that in the very beginning of the house, and they actually put like the details to it, and it was actually pretty like spot on. Honestly, I would say detail factor, I would say a 9 out of 10. Even though I say Stranger Things 9.5, I'll say 9 out of 10 for The Exorcist. It was pretty high up there, Detail factor. Of course, being scared it's hard for me to get scared. But yeah, detail factor was really up there. I love it. That was pretty good. Honestly, my rates is based on details, not being scared. You know, based on detail. I'm just saying. Unless that's what we're.
I'm a crybaby, so I get scared at anything. So
yeah, that part. You over here squeezing my shoulders. Jeez, like if I'm trying to run, this dude would literally be like, "Get over here!" Like, do I look like I want to be Scorpion's victim? No, please, please, sir, let me run away if I need to. Anyways,
and leave me to die? No, hell no.
You be alright.
But for me, I would say I would give it the same thing, 9 out of 10. The smells in that, like,
oh yeah,
it honestly, it brought you in with the smells, honestly. And I never like, it wasn't like one of those like indie haunts of like when it's too much smell or less smell.
It was just right.
Yeah, it was just right, and it brought you into any like area that you was taking you basically. So I rate that 9 out of 10.
Yeah, definitely.
So I think that was all the IP houses. Let's get into the good houses, the creative houses. Let's get into the darkest deal.
Had a brain fart.
You lost a word.
No, okay. Darkest Deal was like it was Louisiana based, right? Like Louisiana based car. Yeah. For that one, I would base it as it was more of a fun experience to go through that house, if I could remember. Because honestly, I could just think of the music that they were playing throughout, and it was like honestly like New Orleans, Louisiana based, and it was pretty fun. Seeing people dance as well, and it was like kind of like, it's kind of cool. That one, I feel like that house had a lot of I would say character, or I wouldn't want to say the word pizzazz because that's like
pizzazz.
No, but it's like. That I don't know how to explain it. I am so hard with words. Like it's sad. Like I'm the worst explainer ever. That's not even a word. Probably is it? I don't know. Okay. Whenever you're editing it, you know what I mean. You'll put the right words that I'm. Yeah.
Well, what'd you rate that house?
I don't know. Okay, listen, that house actually it was pretty good. I'm gonna just rate it a freaking 7.5.
7 point. Nah.
I'll say 7.5.
I say cool. 8. 8 out of 10 because the story was so beautiful. Like you can tell about the story from the beginning to the end. Like you wasn't confused, honestly, when it comes to story. And the fact that I really appreciated that they used all black casting in that house to like for the Louisiana vibe and stuff like that, based it off of jazz and making the darkest deal with the devil and stuff like that. Like they really immerse you into that world. Honestly.
Oh, Dr. Oddfellow. See, okay, listen.
So you're thinking about Dr. Oddfellows.
Well, Dr. Oddfellow, that's the darkest deal. What is based off?
No. Dr. Oddfellows is the Twisting Origins. That's what that's his own house. The darkest deal is the dark house. Remember when it was light outside? And we went into the darkest deal and it was dark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Scratch it.
Yeah, so you got that mixed up. So tell me your rating of your rating for Dr. Oddfellows. Well, what's your rating for the Darkest Deal?
Darkest Deal. Okay, what's Darkest Deal again?
The Darkest Deal. That's when the dude he makes a deal with the devil to be a music artist.
So okay, so the one that we're speaking on with the New Orleans theme, that is the darkest deal.
Yeah, that's the darkest deal.
So what's Dr. Oddfellow?
It was that circus thing.
The circus. That's what I was saying. Okay. Okay, I'm thinking Dr. Oddfellow was it. See, guys, I'm new. Last year was my first one.
Yeah.
Please, just bear with me. Okay, The Darkest Deal. Yeah, that was a 7.5. New Orleans, my people.
Then what would
Right.
you rate Dr. Oddfellow's Twisted
Dr.
Origins?
Oddfellow. That's on. Didn't they have a monkey?
Yes, actually, they did.
Yeah, they had a monkey.
Where are you going with this? How are you going with this?
Okay, no, but no, that was actually a pretty good house as well. I would say for that. Oh man.
What would you rate that house?
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, I got too many jokes in my head. Okay, yeah, I like Dr. Oddfellow. I would say it was a good I would say a good 6. It was a good 6.
6.
I would say 6. It was cool.
I would say a 5. It wasn't that much scary.
It was more so it was visually appealing.
Yeah.
I probably liked it.
And it wasn't like a dark house. It was very lit.
Yeah, in a way, yeah, it was kind of.
It was a very lit house. So it's like, I can almost see the scares coming.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
So yeah, I'll rate it like a 5. She'll rate it a 6 out of 10.
Definitely.
And you said The Darkest Deal is a 7, right?
7.5.
7.5.
If I remember. Quote me if I'm wrong. I don't remember.
I say that's an 8.
Yeah,
8 out of 10.
7.5. Yeah.
So how about the Yeti Campground Kills?
I love Yeti. Yeti was really good. Okay, listen. The costumes, I know it was heavy as heck.
Yeah,
bro. Oh my gosh. Okay. Out of the OG houses, which is the original houses, right?
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Okay, quote me wrong, guys. I'm still a newbie in this. Okay, Yeti is my top favorite out of the original houses versus in the IPs, but that was my top favorite. I would rate that a 9.7. Because only reason why I like the Yeti is because obviously I'm into horror. I love horror. You know what I mean? Okay, yeah, but I love horror, and it just reminded me of Jason campground, and it just reminded me of it a lot. So that just the feeling of that, just the feeling of it being familiar towards Jason, and having the whole Yeti instead of Jason. It was pretty cool. I just like the similarities in a way. It's not similar, but I like doing that. I just make life easy for me. I'm sorry. Just don't. All right, I'm done. But I like Yeti. Yeti, I would say 9.7, higher than Stranger Things, which is crazy. I just like Yeti a lot. Yeti was pretty good. Set 9.7. That was pretty good. I really like that one. That was pretty good. All right, go
I
ahead.
would have to rate it the same. Because honestly, they was telling a story about the kid killing a baby Yeti, and that's what made all the Yetis mad and go after all the humans. So when they told that story in the beginning, I kind of caught on to everything else. So detailing wise, the thing was good. Honestly, I like that backyard, forest type of houses, And plus, the Yeti was good. We saw the bear in that house. Remember the bear?
Wasn't it animatronic?
No, it was actual.
It was an actual real person?
Yeah, and the bear. There's a huge bear. I think near the end of the house.
Yeah, I think it was towards the end.
Yeah, I think that's the HHN bear. The HHN bear that is randomly in the house.
Oh my fucking gosh! But yeah, that I like it a lot.
Yeah, so yeah.
That was a good one.
So that house, we got lucky and got in there like quick, because it was like the end of the day, and we tried to rush and go through different houses before we left.
Was it the end of the day?
Yeah,
it was.
Because the time limit was like what, 10 minutes, and then we didn't have to wait for 10 minutes. We just went straight in because they was rushing people in.
Right. Okay. Damn, that was the last house.
Yeah, that's the last house we did.
That was pretty good. That was honestly the best. That was the last house on our first night.
Yes, and it was the best run we got into too. Like the best run of the house. Like they was actually for the last set. They was actually they was doing their thing. What you think?
I already said what I think. No, wait, what? Yeah, I already said.
All right, for the last house, Blood Moon Dark Offering.
All right, I honestly forgot about that house. What was in that house?
Those are the people that with the hoods have
the okay, the one that you got scared of when there was multiple. Okay, so there was multiple statues of the ones they were either in red or black, and they were literally everywhere as we're walking through. You don't know which one is actually a real human or not. This dude was clenching the crap out of my traps. I was like, are you good? Yeah, I'm good. And then you see someone move, twitch. I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, come on, please. I need my muscles. Partially fat, but I need my muscles.
Those are the type of scares I hate the most because you don't know which one's gonna move, and when they move, it's just
I can tell. Me. I can still feel it a year later.
I was shaking. I was clenching her shoulders. I was putting my head down. I was traumatized for that one moment. I was okay throughout the rest of the house, but that one moment, I hate those scares. So when it happened, I don't know.
You were just scared as hell.
It just makes me uncomfortable. Okay. So that house, I rated 10 out of 10 because they got me with the scares. Honestly, it was well themed. It was good. The actors were very into their role, and it's just the whole sets was beautiful.
Mm-hmm. One thing I like about it is just that every house that we went through, it was just cool. Like, of course, they have to put the AC because of the I would say not the electrical linings that they have to put in houses and things like that. They have to make sure.
I'll say for the scare actors too, right?
Right, definitely for the scare actors as well, just to make sure that the temperature is good and they can actually breathe in that environment. But I just love that the place is cool, and that's one thing. If you guys never been to HHN, if you're fairly new, they have AC. Okay, it's AC in there, even when it's the ones on the outside. Probably even by the stage too. The Last of Us.
Oh, we did forget one.
I forgot about because that was by the stage, but mind you, there's all of the houses does have AC on it first, so you wouldn't need to worry about that. Even when you're waiting in line, whether you're outside, if it's raining, whatever, that's fun. But you're gonna go inside.
And what would be your rating for that house?
For Blood Moon?
Yeah, Blood Moon.
I would say a 3. It was cool. No, okay, look, it was okay. Mind you, okay, it was okay. Like, I like it. It was nice, but I wasn't scared. Like, I'm going based off detail. I mean, don't get me wrong. The detail was actually pretty nice. Don't get me wrong. I'm lying. It was actually pretty good. Okay, I'll give it a 4. Okay, a 4 for that.
Wow, you stepped out one.
I give it a 4 because I mean, it was kind of cool. Like, and that house was actually pretty quick, to be honest, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was.
It was actually pretty quick. Yeah, I'll say a 4. I say a 4.
You suck, right? But I still, my opinion is. So for our next house, we're gonna rate in our last.
Yes. Our last house is The Last of Us.
So corny, dog. But yeah, the last house is The Last of Us. What would you rate that?
rate it a 7.5. I like the details in that house. That was actually a pretty cool house. I'll say if I play the game, because I honestly never played Last of Us.
Yeah.
I'll probably rate it higher and probably appreciate it more. But from my experience of just being a newbie in that specific world for that genre slash game slash house, I would give it a 7. 7ish, yeah. I'll give it a 7.
I would give it about the same rate, 7.5. Well, 7 out of 10, actually, not a 7.5.
Yeah, because I said 7, not 7.5.
You said 7?
Yeah, I said 7.
Well, I give it whatever she says, 7 out of 10.
Well, yes.
I feel like because this house was like more of a. It was based off the game. It was not more about like getting the scares. It was more about like showing, bringing you into the world of the game. Mm-hmm. So that's why I would say this house is like rated 7 out of 10. And honestly, due with our HH's experience, I want to give you guys for the first timers out there, basically a heads up. If you want to go through all the houses and see all the shows, go through all the scare zones and everything, go through all the rides, I recommend you do 2 days of Halloween Horror Nights to get everything out the way. But if you do 1 day, you have to get an RIP tour. That's one thing we haven't experienced yet. But I know people that experience RIP tours. They get basically front of the line access. They can get basically you go through all the houses within 1 day with a guide, and then you can go to any other houses after that. You feel me? You go through houses twice, 3 times, however many times you want to go to, and plus you get to go to rides too, and they feed you and all that stuff. It's all included in the packet.
I wish I had experienced that.
I know. But it's very expensive though.
That's why I wish I can experience that.
But I strongly recommend going for 2 nights instead of 1 so you can get the whole experience of HHN.
For the cheap skis. Recommendation. If you're able to do 2 nights, because of course based on everybody's schedule, you can probably do only 1 night. Understood. Express pass, to be honest with you. But if you can really care less and you just want to do experience, just do the regular pass and just honestly just have fun for that 1 day. To be honest, you'll have fun regardless.
And I'm very excited for this year because big news alert. Not only like 1 night we're going and we're vlogging, not only vlogging for 1 night, not 2, but for 3 nights we're going to HHN 33 in Orlando, Florida. Yeah, 3. 3. Okay. So you're gonna get 3 vlogs in October, probably in the middle, probably in the beginning, probably in the later October, but and it's coming.
We won't wait too long.
You won't have to wait a year after. But we've been basically busy with life and wanted to make this video just to hype up. We're gonna have 3 vlogs coming to you in October.
Excuse me.
And we're gonna make sure we rate the houses. We rate scare zones. We tell you everything about the houses, what to look for, what not to look for, things to eat. That's very interesting. That we're gonna be buying different food products from HHN because they have a different whole list of food. Well, since she's tired, we're gonna go to sleep now and prepare for this HHN this year. We have hosting Sinister and Surreal is hosting new icons for HHN. So we're excited. We don't know what to expect. There's not a lot of IPs this year. There's a lot of
Mhm.
basically original houses this year, which we're excited for because they have more creativity, more freedom to do whatever they want with it.
And the merch looks very beautiful this year.
Yeah, I really love the merch,
Yeah.
especially for Insidious.
All right. Yeah.
So she's getting tired. We're gonna have to go. Vlogs are coming soon in October, so look for those things. There's more content's coming in September too, so don't worry about that. We have more content coming in September, and if you want to follow our individual channels, you have what, Satara X.
Satara X. I'm just crying. It's Satara X.
So if you want to check out Satara X, please go to the channel. It's featured on this channel. You can go and check out Satara X. You can check out my channel, Xander Maddox, and you can watch all my professional wrestling journey. Yeah, all that stuff. Yeah, man.
You haven't noticed.
Yeah, man.
You probably didn't.
NWO. Well, I'm Xander.
I'm JoJo.
And we are
Extreme Misfits.
See you
Shh. See you
later.